Hi, Shirley here, and I'm with the Daily Transit. Today the moon will be trining Neptune and sextiling Pluto, Mercury, and Venus that are in Capricorn. And that's not the best time for accurate information in contracts or anything, because the moon is what drags things to the earth, and even though Mercury is in Capricorn, which is a very Saturnian sign, right? But Neptune can confuse it a bit. So while it's not the best time for the most accurate communication or the most accurate information whenever the moon is drawing something from Neptune, it's a great time for creativity, and it's a great time for to smooth the roughness in relations, especially with authorities or older people, or whatever you have been experiencing difficulty. And you will be able to do that because the moon sextiles Mercury. So while Mercury is very detail-oriented right now, very practical right now, it gets a bit of smoothness. And it gets the ability to be more practical and rational rather than overly emotional, even though the moon is in Scorpio. And so that conjunction between the Venus retrograde, that is already very practical and not so emotional, and Pluto is receiving kind of the voice of peace. It can be, it doesn't have to be, because hey, the moon is still in Scorpio, but it can kind of have the voice of peace, the voice of reason. It's not a time where I would sign anything or any document or rely on any information that I get, but it is a time to have kind of a diplomatic talk, to kind of smooth over the roughness that you may have been experiencing in the past month or so. The sun is trining Uranus, so there can be a strike of rebelliousness and kind of not doing exactly what you're supposed to do or what people expect you to do, which is not a bad thing. But here with this trine, especially concerning land, concerning property, possessions, and your body, your physical body. So it can be a good time to kind of have your own way and be able to smooth out the roughness, and diplomatically, if you have to sort of assess yourself or kind of say, oh, why am I here, why am I not there, or why am I with these possessions and not with that possessions, then you can kind of smoothly talk yourself out of your rebellious streak. Not the best time for bureaucracy or fixing anything or getting any sort of reliable information right now. Just try to rest for the day. I know the moon is in Scorpio, so it can bring and stir up deep emotions, anxiety for survival, things to do even with fertility, or menstruation for people who menstruate. And the important thing is to keep in mind that this is a 1-2-day transit, and it will soon, the moon will soon be in Sag, creating different aspects and bringing different vibes. So I'll see you in my next video.